Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Skip Alzheimer, and welcome to our lunchtime streaming show, where we show films from the avgeeks 60mm film archive. That last film was a bunch of silent footage that was shot by a newsreel photographer who worked. I'm not sure who he worked for, but he donated a bunch of his kind of outtakes to somebody in Atlanta, who then donated them to me. And so it's a variety of different things. Diving for evidence, or maybe a body. Some city streets, maybe in Atlanta somewhere, etc. So it's kind of interesting stuff. It's all silent, though, in black and white. All right, so as always, we try to watch a variety of different things. This one kind of stands out to me. It's very pastoral and chill. So here's Carolyn Glenn, violinist. right, so we're throwing a little bit of culture your way. Pretty great. Speaking of songs, this one is going to infect your brain, so I'm sorry. And you're welcome. This is a career in sales for you. It takes a little while to get started here. It has a long pause at the beginning. Any second now. Here we go. I can see it almost. There we go.
What you gonna do when the time comes and you have to earn your way? What you gonna do when the time comes and you have to earn your pay? What will you do when you're finally on your own? What will you do when you're finally on your own? What will you do when you're finally on your own?
Sooner or later, each one of you will leave the textbook world of the classroom for the reality of living in the world of work. A world none of you made, but you can help make better. A world that expects you to be self-reliant, to pay your way. Time spent now planning for that world may be the best investment you will ever make. This film will tell you about one career area wide open to young men and women in the world of sales. Before it is over, you should be able to answer for yourself the question, is a sales career for you? Did you ever happen to think of what our world would be like without salespeople to bring us new goods and services? The one, for instance, who sold your parents on the idea of group health. The one who sold them furniture. The one who sold them your first pair of shoes. The one who sold them their first house. The station wagon. Their investments. The family vacation. Yes, you'll agree, people who sell have played an important part in your world to date. Without them, both our society and our economy would be completely different. If you'd like to bring new things and services to people, help them live better and happier, a career in sales may be for you. If you're enthusiastic about everything you do, whether it be your studies, sports, your home life. If you're neat in appearance, like to dress well, and are content to keep your casuals for days off. If you're comfortable with people, like to meet them, hear about them. If you make a good impression when meeting people. If you like to be knowledgeable and can talk with conviction. If you like to explain how things work and can impart the information readily. If you're tactful and diplomatic. If you have plenty of endurance as well as patience, no matter what the situation. This film may interest you, for you may be a potential salesperson. A job specialty with more and more openings, ranging from retail store clerk to store manager. From advertising to insurance. From lumber to real estate. From office equipment to office buildings. Careers that range through all business and industry, science and technology. careers exciting and meaningful for young people like yourself in the world of sales, paying salaries in keeping with your energy, initiative, and ability, with opportunities for advancement geared to your perseverance and personality. Careers with little need for specialized training beyond high school for many of the initial openings, though continued study and education will help you advance quickly in a chosen field. Okay, you say, selling interests you. But how do you know for sure your personal qualities are really the basic qualities to be a successful salesperson? You know you did enjoy selling candy in school to help pay for your school uniforms. You also know you got a kick out of selling ice cream during the summer. But does liking those things mean sales is your bag, or that you'll be a success in selling? Always keep in mind, success means different things to different people. To some, it might mean having a fine family and home and living on a good salary. To others, it might mean becoming a member of an elite sales group like million-a-year insurance salesman or manager of sales of a large corporation in the higher income brackets. But whatever your goal in life, you will want to develop your personal qualities to the highest point possible. Not only your personality, but your ability, your know-how, so that you know the product you're selling, how it is made, what it can do, why it does it, and where it can serve best. In the world of business and industry, people in the sales field today are accorded a respect that is their just due. Through their efforts, whether retail or wholesale, software or hardware, services or designs, it is the sales representatives, the commercial travelers, all the people who sell, whose orders keep the factories running, keep employment up, keep the economy of the country on the upswing. Your high school education will serve you well in many of the sales occupations. You should have a good command of English, be articulate. You should be good with math. A knowledge of a language may prove a benefit in many unexpected situations, so do your best. Distributive education may also be helpful. Courses in science will be of advantage in selling such things as dry cleaning chemicals, wholesale soap products. A good physique and plenty of stamina are needed in many sales occupations. For most retail sales jobs, you may have to stand on your feet for long hours. In retail trade or wholesale, software or hardware, full-time or part, almost everything you learn in high school will help you sell. A college education, 2-year or 4-year, is needed in many sales positions. Selling securities and investments, for instance. Selling machinery requires a certain technical background, as does the sale of medical equipment, automation machinery, and similar engineering developments. Now let's take a quick look at a few of the jobs open to high school graduates. We'll start with retail sales. A simple stroll through any one of our modern shopping centers will reveal the variety of sales occupations available. Salespeople for rugs and carpets, furniture for bedroom or the whole house, shoes, wigs, candy and stationery, men's clothing, women's clothing, furs, drugs and potions and lots of notions, pets, poodles, monkeys, cats and rats, boutique gifts, radios and TV sets, recorders and stereos. For the technical minded, auto accessories. For the mathematically minded, accident and liability insurance. And for those with a green thumb, nursery products, flowers, shrubs, trees. Depending on what turns you on, when you finish high school, you might want to sell hotel and restaurant equipment, printing supplies, or typewriters and adding machines. The field of sales for high school graduates is almost without limit. Again, the choice is yours. Remember, whatever product is really your thing, it has to be sold, and you can do the selling. No matter how good you are at first, keep in mind that a salesperson must learn, must always keep up with new things. Whether you train in high school, on the job, or go on to higher education, or go to night school while working, continual personal improvement means advancement. If you want to sell securities, for example, you will need a college degree. Graduate engineers sell safety equipment, building and construction materials, heavy industrial machinery. But many a high school graduate has worked his way up through self-training to qualify for the more technical sales careers by first proving his ability as a salesperson. From tires and accessories to cars, from nursery sales to farm equipment, from household appliances to houses and office buildings, land and farms, from clerk to floor manager in a department store, from clerk to owner of a retail store, from office boy to insurance salesman to owner of an insurance agency. Enthusiasm for both your job and the products you sell usually pays off in increased sales, paychecks, and promotions. Many in sales earn yearly incomes comparable to doctors and lawyers when commissions are added to salaries and incentive bonuses. Geographically, salespeople work everywhere. A good many of those traveling every day have a career in sales. Your territory may cover the United States or parts of it, or it may be overseas in a foreign land. A number of companies need sales representatives to sell American wares in faraway places. If you're a homebody and like to stay near home, look for a sales job that will keep you in your area. Depending on the product, of course, there are plenty of opportunities to sell merchandise in your own hometown. Sales careers permit a certain independence other careers do not. The commercial traveler, the house-to-house canvasser, the realtor usually can select their own vacation times, work at their own convenience. With wise financial planning, other salespersons usually have generous vacation schedules, with many fringe benefits those more independent do not have. Most salespeople have a comfortable lifestyle. Go on and find out about the many other careers in the world of work. Some other career may suit you best of all. But if at last you believe that a sales career is the thing for you, get all the information you can. Discuss it with a distributive education counselor and teachers who know you. Talk to your guidance counselor about your interests. Your counselor can help you with a lot of detailed information. Check in at your local U.S. Employment Service office, too. Have a talk with the Youth Service Center counselor about sales careers. Bring your parents into the act, too. Listen to their ideas. Then, if your choice stands up, you're on your way. Now, what sort of education is best for a sales career? A general, well-rounded high school program is almost a must. If you're not going on to college, it is well to remember that for some of the higher-paying selling jobs, you will be competing against others with college educations. Enrolling in the distributive education course will provide unusual preparation for selling. Business schools, technical schools, junior and community colleges also have courses that can do much for you. The best college program to follow for a sales career is business administration. Even after you start working, evening school and correspondence courses can supply knowledge you feel you're missing. Opportunities in sales work will increase greatly during the next decade to meet the growing needs of the nation's rising population. And the introduction of new products will create an even greater demand for salespeople. If you have examined the alternative opportunities, and if you now decide that selling is indeed the career for you, get cracking on it. Plan, prepare, get the education and training you'll need. Then you'll be ready. With thousands and thousands of other young people, you'll be ready to carve out a rewarding and satisfying career in the challenging field of sales.
What you gonna do when gotta do when the time comes, and you have to earn your pay. What will you do when you're finally on your own?
What will you really do?
When you're finally on your own.
What will you really do? That's part of the Counselor Films series, and as we've seen, a lot of those films were made by Gene Starbecker or someone else, and they all have really great songs. There's another one called Fun or Dumb series, so it's made by the same company. So Fun and Dumb, Destruction, Fun or Dumb, Graffiti, or Vandalism. Both have, like, I guess they had a relationship with someone who wrote jingles, and they got them to write jingles for their songs, and they're super catchy, annoyingly so, I think. Whenever I can, I try to show a film from my collection on telecine. Sometimes we watch something that hasn't been actually transferred. So I'm going to slowly move this over here so you can see. So this is the film telecine. And you see, this is not on a reel. This is actually on what we call a core, which is a little plastic reel. The reason why is because this film has pretty bad vinegar syndrome. I don't know if you can see. There's not a way to really zoom in. But there's a warp to the film, and it's beginning to curl. And it's got a strong vinegar smell. That's because the film itself has an emulsion and a base, and the base is acetate. And when acetate begins to break down, it makes acetic acid, which is vinegar. So I'm going to show this film, but I'm going to have to basically put my finger here to make sure that the film contacts the sprocketed wheel so that it registers and doesn't roll. So I'm going to be showing the film and holding my finger. All right, so here is Latin Rhythms. It's what we would call a soundy, although I can't remember if this is actually technically a soundy made by the Soundy company, but it is a series of early music videos. All right, enjoy.
Senoritas, our little international review opens with a group of dancers. This particular quartet consists of 3 caballeros who take a poor, defenseless girl and toss her to and fro. I give you the mia mile forzo. Caballeros, and now I bring to you a visiting star from the airways. It is my extreme pleasure to present the troubadour of song, Jean Pierre.
My own, rest within my arms, Maria, my own, blessed with all your charms. Fate has smiled on me, never dreamed I'd be with you constantly. You are mine, mine alone. Maria, my own, neath the Cuban sky. Maria, my own, I found paradise. It was there, you showed me where. Maria, my own. Very own, here is the Cuban skies. With my Marie, my very own, where I found paradise. It was there, you showed me where, Maria, my own.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, how would you like to hear our charming hostess, Miss Luba Malina, sing a song? See, it shall be.
There's a little knowledge, quite good. Maybe it won't help you, but it should. You ain't heard nothing unless you heard the last say yes. That's inspirational, most sensational, educational, yes. 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 Oh, yes. In Spain, they say, see. In France, you hear, oui. Every little Dutch girl says, yeah. Every little Russian says, da. But sweetheart, tell me why. No matter how I try and try, you won't listen to my plea, won't live in any language to me. You'll never say, see. The monkeys and the trees don't have to say see or we. All they do is wag their little tails. There's a little gag that never fails, oh no. But sweetheart, tell me why. No matter how I try and try, you won't listen to my plea, won't listen any language to me. You'll never say, see, sweet baby, impress you here, oui, a little Dutch girl, a little Russian says, da. But sweetheart, tell me why. No matter how I try and try, you won't listen to my plea, won't listen any language to me. You'll never say, yeah, oui, da, see.
te quiero, yo te quiero yo a ti. Es imposible, mi cielo tan separado, sí.
So, I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of dirt or mold or something, maybe emulsion on my finger. It's what you do for an AV geek. You get little tiny weird things ground into your fingertips, scrapes, weird scrapes. There's a film inspector that I have, not here, which makes the film go really quickly, and if you're not careful, one of the things is it quickly rewinds, and you sometimes will try to stop it with your fingers, and if there's a burr on the reel, it'll just slice these little slices into your finger. There's all sorts of hazards associated with being an AV geek and having a vast collection. You know, who knows the untold damage done by exposure to vinegar syndrome when the film breaks down. Good times. But anyways, I hope you appreciate what we do for you. One way you can show that you appreciate us damaging our lives and our bodies to show you films is to buy us coffee. Caffeine is a wonderful way to treat our nervous system and keep us going when things are tedious. You can also hit like and subscribe. And you can go to avgeeks.com and see other things that we've digitized. You can buy DVDs there, etc., etc. This next film is it's called It Takes Two, and I think it's a noise pollution related, in the workplace related film. So here we go. Enjoy.
Making noise is often part of getting the job done. But exposure to continuous, steady noise can destroy your hearing. If you do nothing to protect yourself, you have no one else to blame if you lose your hearing. Noise is the enemy. Your indifference is its ally. It takes two. Don't take your sense of hearing for granted. Watch for these 3 danger signals. If on-the-job noise forces you to shout at close range to be heard, you need ear protection. If you have a ringing in the ears after prolonged exposure to noise, you need ear protection. If ordinary conversation seems muffled and indistinct, you need ear protection. Communication by speech is basic. Don't let noise destroy your hearing. Noise hurts, and the ear can't defend itself. Sound, any sound, enters the ear and strikes the eardrum. Vibrations are carried across a bridge of small bones to the inner ear. Nature protects it in a hard bone container where the sense organ is submerged in a cushioning fluid. But nature's protection is not enough. Many far-sighted industries give audiometric tests to new employees to find out if a hearing loss already exists, and to show them how to use devices that protect their hearing on the job. Periodic follow-up tests make sure that the vital sense of hearing remains undamaged. For once hearing is lost, it is difficult or impossible to replace. The ultimate responsibility, however, is yours. No one can protect your hearing but you. Experienced workers know that safety equipment is designed for their protection, and they use it. Your ears deserve the same consideration. Ear protectors reduce harmful noise and make it easier to hear speech, warning signals, and important machine rhythms. Earmuffs and earplugs can save your hearing. There's only one catch. An ear protector has no value unless you wear it. It takes two.
Well, I thought that film was going to be longer than it was. Let me see if I can find something else that's going to not roll over. Yeah, so I love occupational safety films. Nathan, thank you so much for the coffee. Yeah, for some reason I thought that was just going to be a longer film. 1 second. Well, I know what I can do. I mean, you know, as I said, I love occupational safety films, and of course one of my favorite occupational safety films is Shake Hands with Danger. And we played a couple of films today that have really catchy songs, and this one is a catchy song that we commissioned. And Shake Hands and Your Booty is what I call it. So here it is. A newly done version of Shake Hands with Danger that invokes Rocky Horror Picture Show and some other things from the 70s. Enjoy.
I can check that gear in a minute, so don't touch anything, okay? Get down from there! Now! Hey! Turn it over! What if it bumped that control by accident? You'd be mincemeat by now. What have I told you? You don't work on equipment when the engine's running.
Well, I told him not to touch anything. All right, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking? You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here. Shake hands with Danger.
Shake hands with danger. Meet a man you ought to know. I used to laugh at safety. Now they call me Three-Fingered Joe. I was young and feisty, never did things by the book. Just let me get my toolbox and I'll take myself a look. I climbed up on a dozier with my mechanic's pride. Said, you can keep it running, friend, while I poke around inside. Shake hands with danger, meet a guy you ought to know. I used to laugh at safety, now they call me Three-Fingered Joe. Although I learned a lesson, I forgot it soon enough. The nicks and burns and scratches showed the young ones I other morning I was grinding on some steel. My other hand got careless and fed my skin into the wheel. Shake hands with danger, step right up and say hello. Grinding wheels and metal are what made me three-fingered Joe. I've seen mechanics burning, and I've seen them take a fall, just to save themselves a minute. I've seen them lose it all. I've watched them courting trouble, seen them take a chance and lose. They get careless for a moment and spend a lifetime with the blues. Shake hands with some friends I used to know. Compared to them, I'm lucky to be just three-fingered Joe.
So great. Scott Phillips, Greg Inman. They are in the band Knower. Used to be known as Goner, a local Raleigh band. And I think Scott did a Kickstarter, and as part of the deal, he was trying to put out his own album, and as part of the deal, you could pay him a certain amount of money, and then he would write a song for you. And my wife, for my birthday, paid for that. So thank you. Happy birthday to me every time I play that. And I'm glad you guys still dig it. I know some of you don't, but that's fine. It's part of the deal. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow, Thursday. Everybody, please take care and please rewind. And we will see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Everybody have a good rest of your day. Talk to you soon.